In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to enable MFA in JumpCloud. To get started, sign into your JumpCloud admin portal. Make sure you're using an administrator account with the appropriate permissions because MFA settings are managed at the admin level. Once you're logged in, you'll be working from the main admin dashboard. From there, go to the security section and then select MFA configurations. This is the area where JumpCloud lets you control which multi-factor authentication methods are available in your organization. If you're not familiar with MFA, it simply adds an extra layer of protection beyond a password, which helps reduce the risk of unauthorized access. Inside MFA configurations, you'll see several available methods that you can enable depending on what your organization wants to use. Turn on the MFA methods you want to make available. One option is JumpCloud Protect, which is JumpCloud's push-based MFA method. With this enabled, users can approve login requests directly from the JumpCloud Protect app. This is often one of the most convenient choices because it's fast and simple for end users. Another option is TOTP, which stands for Time-Based One-Time Password. This works with authenticator apps such as Google Authenticator and similar apps. When enabled, users can enter a rotating code from their authenticator app during sign-in. This is a common and widely supported MFA method. You can also enable WebAuthn. This supports security keys and platform-based authentication methods such as Windows Hello. WebAuthn is a strong option if you want a more modern and phishing-resistant authentication experience, especially in environments that already use hardware keys or built-in biometric sign-in tools. If your organization uses Duo, you can also turn on Duo MFA here. This allows Duo to be part of your MFA setup within JumpCloud. If you're in an environment where Duo is already deployed, this can help keep your authentication process consistent. After turning on the methods you want, click Save. This is an important final step because your changes won't take effect until they're saved. Once saved, the selected MFA methods will be enabled according to your JumpCloud configuration. As a best practice, make sure you only enable the methods that align with your organization's security policy and user experience needs. It's also a good idea to communicate any MFA changes to your users ahead of time so they know what to expect when signing in. That's it. You've successfully enabled MFA in JumpCloud.